So I started kitchens around 19. I was a Subway artist.
Oh, the Subway, like Subway sandwiches.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh, I thought graffiti.
That's so cool also, but yes. Hi, my name is Quynh Brown. I'm chef creator of Lo Quay and group chef for Dandy Collection.
Hi, my name is Germaine. I'm the founder of the Foundry Asia, a PR marketing agency across Hong Kong and Singapore.
Hello, my name is Tong Han. I am the founder of Pleasurecraft Group, and together we run Marcy's, Parliament, and Hazel.
Oh, it's nice to be here, guys.
Yes.
Okay, well, there's a couple of questions here, and I'm actually quite excited to know about what you guys have to say, being a maverick on the scene. So tell us about your earliest brush with the F&B industry. What first made you fall in love with the culinary world?
The first time I get to prepare for a full meal, my grandfather just decided to hand me a live eel and tell me to kill it and prepare.
Wait,
Oh my God.
How old were you?
I was about 6.
6?
But
Okay.
to be honest, the real love for me was happening when I first joined the kitchen at Nobu. One day I was cooking and then I got killed on the line, and my chef, he just jumped in and he started dancing. And all of a sudden, all the chaos, it just become like orchestra. And for me, it was the most beautiful things. And I just remember looking at the guy and I was like, I want to be like that guy.
Honestly, I think stories like this made me fall in love with what we do. Because, like, obviously, we're not chefs, but we tell stories.
So what's the success mean to you?
I think a big part of it is being able to stand the test of time. The lifespan of an average restaurant within the industry, especially in Singapore, is not very long. And what we really work towards is to be able to build something that has longevity. A big measure of success is also being able to constantly learn and to grow the people within our teams. Because if everybody succeeds, we do too. Yeah. Glenfiddich Where Next Club celebrates risk takers, championing those who step out of their comfort zones to try something new. It is the same risk-taking spirit that inspired Glenfiddich to pioneer the first single malt Scotch whisky in the world, which is now the most awarded across the globe. What is one risk you have taken in your career that has paid off?
You go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, cheers. After almost 15 years cooking Japanese cuisine, I was appointed to be corporate chef of US and Mexico for Zuma. And I actually declined the roles and opened my little humble hut in 80 AM Way to cook simple Vietnamese food.
Very nice hug.
And you know what? I consider it's my biggest success until now.
For me, I think, no, I don't think. The biggest risk was moving into an industry that I actually knew nothing about. And that was really with the opening of Marcy's.
Yeah.
We all thought that, like, oh, okay, the circuit breaker is over, we're free. COVID is over, and that really wasn't the case.
I think the COVID time really add on to it though.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's better to jump in when it was not so good.
It was,
And then
yeah.
you swim your way out.
You swim, you really have to swim.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
swim every day, but it's a very interesting time.
I think it happened to all of us, though. I think some of us, like COVID really made me think about moving to another city. After being in the F&B industry for so long in Hong Kong for 10 years, you're thinking, what else is next?
So I think this is exactly why we are here. The Where Next.
The Where Next Club champions changemakers, individuals who aren't afraid to go against the grain. What is the one change you'd like to see in the culinary industry, and how are you working towards that?
The change I would like to see for the younger generation of chefs, it is for me about changing back to the solid foundation of culinary. Cook with the heart, cook with true passion, breathe a different sense to it. If you have a solid foundation, you can explore more, and in that sense, the new generation of chefs, they can be more adventurous, more willing to take bigger risks than us.
I think there's a lot more to be explored. It's nice to see more smaller, lesser known cuisines come to the surface, and I hope that continues. Tell us about one challenge you have faced in your career so far. How did you overcome the hurdle and what did you learn from it?
Boy, lots of hurdles. I have had the privilege to lead a team at a very, very young age. And like I said, I think you can train as much as you want on books, but it doesn't teach you how to be empathetic. I definitely lost a couple of good hires. I upset a few, but you have to be empathetic at one point.
You have to make these mistakes
Yes.
to learn, and someone needs to give you the room to do it also.
Yeah.
I think the biggest challenge is being able to build the right teams. I think when you work in F&B, you tend to work these hours where you see your colleagues for an extended period of time, you work together, and it's very, very important to be able to build these tight teams that really understand what you do, what you are here for, and also work towards the same goal.
Back then, Nobu was quite hardcore, you may say. I was in all-male cast in, ESL, English Second Language, with also very little culinary background. So
tough.
I almost cry every day, but that's okay. But what I got to learn from it was perseverance.
I think like the key point is we all love what we do.
We
And
do.
because we love what we do, you always find solutions,
Yes.
no matter how crazy they are. I would have to say that I really understand people. As a marketer, my job is to really understand what the product is and what the storytelling is, because that translates into your menu. And I think this is what you mentioned before about, the inspirations, the passion that you have. And that's what I've always loved. I think that's what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis.
For me, stay hungry. Hungry for everything. Hungry for food, hungry for passion, hungry. For me, most important is the knowledge. It leads you to many Where Next Clubs.
So for you guys, where do you believe the future of the culinary industry lies, and where do you think your journey will take you?
For an agency perspective, I think the future would 100% be different markets, because I do feel that the generation in the future are always going to be curious, and it's always going to bring you to different places, understanding different markets, so yeah, I think it's interesting.
Yeah. I think you touched a little bit of it earlier where you said the more minority group cuisines get exposed more to the world stage.
Yeah.
I think this is the right direction that we are heading. On top of that, I would like to create a more relaxed kitchen culture where it doesn't need to be a stiffy brigade system. You still need the brigade system, but food needs life.
Yes.
Food is life.
Yeah.
So my kitchen have to have life. I tell to the guys, if it ain't fun, don't do it. Go and enjoy yourself.
I believe the future of the culinary industry will be being able to find the perfect balance between bringing pleasure to your guests and allowing your teams, whether it's your service teams or your culinary teams, to be able to exercise their craftsmanship, to be able to craft special and unique experiences for everybody who walks through your doors.
And that actually shows across all of your menus.
Yeah.
So I think that was really insightful. Honestly, we need to do this again. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Friday. Cheers.